We're all packed up. I've been borrowing my friend's Corolla for the past week or so because my truck is not fixed yet. I got the dogs in the back and we are ready to go to Tok for the weekend for a race of champions. It's about a 4-hour drive from Fairbanks, but it's really beautiful. I'm just gonna stop and see Sedona first to give her an apple, and then we'll head on down. So come road trip with us, come spend the weekend with us. It should be really fun. All right, let's hit the road. This weekend we are heading to the Race of Champions Sprint Sled Dog Race down in Tok, Alaska. One thing I love about this drive is seeing all the beautiful mountain views. Checking out the hotel room. Look how good these hotel dogs are. Then if you know me, I live in a dry cabin, so I was so excited to have a shower attached to my room. All right, first order of business when we got to Tok was to go to the bib draw. This is where you make sure that you're registered for your class and then you pick your order of go. One fun fact is this Tok Race of Champions race is actually 69 years old, and it's older than the state of Alaska. I literally could not get over how beautiful Tok is. I mean, look at the sunset. After a full day of driving and the bib draw, my dogs were a little wild, so I opted to take them for a ski tour. We did part of the trail that I would run for the 6-dog class, which I'm so happy I did, because there's one section of the trail where you come out of the woods and it's all a big field. And day one, everything blended together, so I was glad I had scoped out the trail the night before and knew where to go. Good boy. Good boy, good. Morning, I am just meeting up with Kristen and Matt to let their dogs out, and then we're going to the race. Hello, guppy. Hello, guppy girl. What a good boy. Are you perfect? We're here, day one of Tok. Alright, so my class 6 dog is the first class of the day, and I am the second competitor to go out. So we're just getting the dogs all lined out. My team for this race consists of my 2 leaders, Trout and Arsen, my 2 swing dogs, Jarvis and Cannoli, and then the wheel dogs in the back are Raava and Stark. Good morning! Good morning! Ready? Let's go! Thank you! Let's go! This is the field that I talked about. See how the trail just blends in with the snow? Okay, pretty soon you're gonna see us do a pass, so I'm start yelling trail, trail, trying to alert the other musher. She puts down her drag mat, starts to slow down, and I'm just gonna do a slingshot pass. So I know my team is gonna pass on the right side. We've got enough room, it's a straightaway. So we start our pass, everything is good, and then unfortunately her lead dogs dove off into the snow. I talked to her after about the pass, and she said that she just had a younger dog, so he kind of was a little startled and jumped off to the side. Overall, my team did really well. but I wish it had also gone better for her. After the run, we let the dogs cool off a little bit and eat some snow. Then we bring them back to the truck and take off their harnesses. They get a meat stick and some glycocharge with water. Glycocharge is a supplement that's supposed to help with reducing lactic acid buildup in the muscles to help with recovery for the dogs after a race. Arsen, come here. Arsen says we have such a great run. Huh. She goes, I was the leader with Trout. Huh. We did one good pass. We were so good. Yeah. Trout, come here. Trout. Trout always looks sad, but she's not sad. Why do you always look sad? We struggle cuddle Trout. Jarvis. This is Kristen's racing sled. It's a Dandler. My sled that I run is a little bit of a different European sled. I call it the Orange Crush, but this is her fancy Dandler. So we're getting her all ready to go for her. Xander's all ready for day 1 of Toke. He's gonna do 8 dog. Dom, are you excited? This is Dom. You met him at... Oh, Dom. Dom. Okay, Bubby.
I feel like a paper man. I think I'm gonna rip it.
He's excited! Woo-woo! Woo-woo! Good dogs. That's a good team. Woo-woo!
Here's to Eckwright across the finish line.
Hi. Hi. Hi, girls. Hi, Scarlett and Guppy. Oh, and Dom. Good boy, Dom. So these dogs had a great run. We're going to let them cool off, make them some glycocharge, and then I'm going to start kind of cleaning up our space. I was very happy with how I tied my snow hook. So we finished day 1 of racing. I did 6 dogs, Kristen did 8. Went out for lunch with some friends. Then I took a really good nap. But now I've got to get my dogs out. So I found a trail nearby. Just a little nervous about where I parked, but the trail looks great, so I'm hoping it's good. Well, I'll definitely be back to check out these trails either in the winter again or bring Sedona in the summer. Unfortunately, I couldn't go quite as far as I wanted because I didn't have my headlamp with me, so I wasn't really prepared. So we had to make it a shorter run, but still, like, so fun. Such a beautiful afternoon. The dogs loved it. I felt like there were miles and miles and miles of trails to explore. Well, I was in the shower and I heard some thrashing. So I jumped out and Ben was having a seizure. It was a grand mal seizure, which he hasn't had in a while. Mostly because I don't think he had enough like brain tissue or whatever to have a grand mal. That's why he was having some smaller ones. But anyway, I just ran over and supported him, made sure he was safe. It was about 2 minutes long. I'll update his neurologist and his veterinarian, but it just sucks. So after seizures, he gets a little bit manic. So I'm just out walking him in toque right now along the road, just for him to calm down a bit, because he'll be manic probably for the next hour or so. Okay, so heading to the second and final day of the race. It is a beautiful morning, clear blue skies, a perfect day for a dog race. All right, so day 2 up front, I have Trout and Arsen again. And then in the swing in the middle, I kind of moved some dogs around. So I put Raava in swing with Cannoli. Then wheel dogs are actually brothers, Jarvis and Stark. Unfortunately, I wish I got all of this run filmed. However, about halfway after the turn coming home, my GoPro, well, I actually have an Insta360, it tumbled off my handlebar. It was on my sled bag and I was trying to grab it, but we were cruising at that point. So it kind of fell off the side onto the trail. But so I was super bummed because this was probably one of my top 5 favorite runs. The dogs look amazing. They felt amazing. We're running totally in sync. It was a fast track, beautiful blue skies. It was a really magical experience. So maybe it fell off so I could enjoy it in person a little bit more and remember it for myself. But it was just one of those really, really great runs. And it would be our last race for the season. So I'm really glad we ended on such a high note. And I'm so thankful for these dogs. I'm so thankful for Kristen for trusting me with these dogs. And for Hailey for trusting me with Raava. It's such a privilege to run them. And they are truly amazing athletes. They love their jobs. It's so cool to see them work. They are so happy. And I'm just so glad that I get to share this experience with them. And then here goes my camera, just tumbling right off. However, I did get some cool footage of other dog teams running over my camera, so that was pretty cool.
Oh, okay. You want me to give them, or you
No,
want
I
me
wanna
to
give them.
videotape you?
Here. Cannoli. Oh, thank you. Jarvis. Jarvis. Arsen. Arsen. Everyone's gonna get a pig here. Okay, well, if you guys remember, Kristen is going out second in the 8 dog. However, you are correct. She only has 6 dogs. So on day 1, she did 8 dog, but with only 7 dogs. And remember, you're only as fast as your slowest dog. So that's why she ran 7 in the 8 dog. And then she just wanted to watch one of her dog's shoulders. So she opted to not run him on Sunday. And that's why she's running 6 in the 8 dog. Doesn't our team look so good coming in? Anyways, after 8 dog, we got all the dogs put away, and then I got to use that snowmobile to go get my camera out on the trail before the big open class. And then it was just so nice, sunny, warm, beautiful out. So we decided to pop some champagne to celebrate the end of the 2025 sprint sled dog season. And then I opted to kind of just sit outside in a lawn chair for the rest of the day and just soak up as much sun as I could because it has been a long winter.
I thought it was gonna go like.
She hit somebody.
No.
Look at all the way over there.
You can edit that out.
Here we go. Aim at those 3 and we'll see who.
Get another pop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you're nervous about it.
I'm scared.
There you go.
No.
Cooper.
Riley Parker across the finish line. Good run, Riley.
Some videos of you guys. Hi. Oh.
Good boy, look at me stretch. Yeah,
So I ended up 7th in the 6 dog, so yay, made the top 10. And then Kristen came in 2nd in the 8 dog. And history was actually made this weekend because the 6 dog, 8 dog, and open class were all won by women. And that has never happened before for this race. So yay, go girls. Then before the long drive home, we went for another ski tour run to try to get Ben tired and just to spend some time with my dogs. I love running other people's dogs, but Ben is the whole reason that I started ski touring and got into sled dogs. So I took him out for a quick spin. Cooper actually hung out at the car because he was just a little tired from our run the night before.
Snow break.
Okay, I'm just heading home after the Toke race. I realized I didn't do a quick recap, so I wanted to pull over and do one, and I can eat my sandwich. Anyways, I ended up 7th in 6 dog, which was great. My team did amazing. I was really happy with them. Day 2 was such a fun trail. And then Kristen ended up 2nd in 8 dog, so that was super fun. But now we're just heading home. We've got a 4-hour drive to Fairbanks, so see you guys there. Okay, I'm just gonna talk while I'm driving, like my friend was in the car, but it was pretty cool to come to Toke to race. Toke was the first place I stayed in, like my first stop in Alaska when I was driving up here. So the motel I stayed in, Fast Eddie's restaurant / Young's Motel, was the motel that I stayed in when I moved up here 3 years ago. So it's kind of cool to come back there with my dogs and think about everything we've accomplished and all the things that we've done in Alaska. And to come back here to race a sprint team was pretty amazing. So it's kind of a cool full circle moment. You know, things have been kind of rough with Ben. Cooper's been great, but they're getting older. So just that I get to come here and ski tour them after the race, and how many friends I've made or sprint dog acquaintances, or leaving the race and people coming over and being like, oh, I hope to see you next season. Like, it was really great to see you run a team and get to know you. It meant a lot. But yeah, it's just kind of crazy. It's a beautiful